Blake. It is 2 in the morning. Hopefully this does not wake you up. Whew. Wow, there's so much I want to say to you, and I hope that we can FaceTime or see each other in person.
Welcome back to Tea Time with Tina. What happens when a voicemail turns into Hollywood's juiciest scandal? Well, grab your popcorn, because Justin Baldoni's leaked message to Blake Lively is the kind of drama Even It Ends With Us couldn't script. A tense voicemail, creative clashes, and a sprinkle of name-dropping involving Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift. This story has everything. But here's the kicker. This voicemail isn't just about filmmaking. It's about power, influence, and a legal mess worth $400 million. And no, this isn't a rom-com, even if Ryan and Blake are involved. So buckle up, because what started as a simple voice memo might just be the Hollywood bombshell that changes everything. Now don't forget to like and subscribe, because let's face it, we all got bills to pay. Now back to the drama.
I f***ed up. That is a fail on my part. One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail. I am far from perfect. I am a very flawed man, as my wife will attest. And and I'm gonna f*** up. I'm gonna say the wrong thing. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth. I'm gonna f*** you off probably, but I will always apologize and find my way back to center. That is one thing I can assure you of. And I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That must have felt terrible. And I will for sure do better. That was not my best weekend, and I should have given it more time. And
So imagine this. You're Justin Baldoni, and you find out Blake Lively is trying to get a gag order on you and your lawyer. Then boom, your voicemail to Blake Lively leaks, and suddenly, the internet is more interested in your tone of voice than the actual movie. Honestly, this voicemail might have more twists than the film itself. In the message, Justin starts off polite, thankful even, like the kind of guy who'd thank you for cutting in front of him in line at Starbucks. But then, things get interesting. He subtly hints at Blake's, let's say, enthusiastic input on the script.
Soon and get to talk more, but I'm just gonna send you a few thoughts, and hopefully it's not gonna be more than a few minutes. But I don't have the best track record. I don't think either one of us have the best track record for our voice memos. I want to start with an apology. Man, reading the second part of your message, my heart sank, and I'm really sorry. I for sure fell short, and you worked really hard on that, and the way you framed it, and how that made you feel. I just want to say thank you for sharing that with me. That takes a lot of trust and vulnerability, and I feel really grateful that you feel safe enough to tell me that that's how you feel and share that with me. And I'm really sorry.
Turns out, Blake wasn't just showing up to act. She was rewriting scenes, tweaking dialogue, and, according to Justin, throwing in some power moves that made him rethink who was really in charge. And just when you think it can't get juicier, Blake allegedly name-drops her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and their BFF, Taylor Swift, like some sort of Hollywood cheat code. Because, of course, nothing says, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing," like casually invoking Deadpool and the Queen of Heartbreak anthems. It's like saying, "My friends own the Monopoly board, so don't even think about passing go."
And damn right, you got great friends if that's how you felt and they knew that. And we should all have friends like that, aside from the fact that they're two of the most creative people on the planet. The three of you guys together is unbelievable. Talk about energy and just a force, all three of you.
The voicemail's leak instantly set the internet ablaze, with fans dissecting every word. Was Justin being passive-aggressive? Was Blake really playing hardball? And most importantly, you can almost picture Justin nervously laughing while thinking, "Great, now Deadpool and the pop queen are involved." Blake's influence wasn't just a suggestion. It was more like a Hollywood power play. She wasn't looking to just make a movie. She wanted to make the movie. And honestly, you have to admire the ambition. But the question remains, was Blake pushing the film toward greatness, or was her vision stepping on too many toes?
But I just wanted you to know that I didn't need that, because it's really good, and it's gonna make the movie sing like you said, and I'm excited to go through the whole movie with you. I'm just excited to spend time with you. I'm excited to be in your sphere and your presence, and for us to share creative juices together, although that sounds terrible. And so there's been no hesitancy with me sending you the final draft file. I am totally fine with that. The only reason I didn't send it today was because I was trying to implement and add your notes into my working draft, which is already like I'm all over that draft right now. So there's a whole bunch of new stars that are going to be collated pages, and I just haven't had a chance to send it to you. But there's no hesitancy. I'm happy to send it to you, and I'm sorry that has happened to you before, and I hope after this experience there will be a new. I don't know. I hope it'll be healing in some way, because that's all I want. I want this movie to be healing. I want this movie to be commercial, just like you, and affect people and touch people. And I want to walk you through my whole plan and the work that we're doing with the domestic violence partner that we found no more. And I just know that this can be really, really special, and it's gonna be special. And you're the secret sauce, and we're the secret sauce.
Either way, she wasn't just playing her character. She was rewriting the entire narrative on and off the screen. Now, let's talk about Justin Baldoni's response. Because while Blake Lively was busy rewriting scripts and name-dropping her Hollywood entourage, Justin was walking a very fine line. And honestly, who wouldn't be overwhelmed when Blake Lively is basically running the show, armed with Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift as her metaphorical bodyguards? But beneath the niceties, there's this undertone of, how do we put this? Controlled chaos. Like he's trying to say, I appreciate you, Blake, but please don't rewrite the entire movie without me.
And there's one thing that I do need to say, which is, I am so sorry you have been through what you've been through with these other filmmakers and producers or whoever the people were that you worked with. It just me off. Those heads that, I'm just still kind of blown away that this is the industry that we're in and that you've experienced that as a woman. And I know I don't need to say it, but that's not at all going to be or will be, and hopefully it's not been the experience with me. There's nothing more exciting to me like that I get to work with Blake Lively and have her, all of her. I mean, that's what I want.
Justin's voicemail is a masterclass in diplomacy. He's clearly trying to balance respect for Blake's contributions with the growing realization that this might not entirely be his movie anymore. It's like he's holding the steering wheel, but Blake's sitting in the passenger seat with a map, a GPS, and a very strong opinion on which exit to take. And the best part? This was all happening before filming even started. Talk about starting things off with a bang.
I think you and I have been trying to build a relationship, which I think we've done successfully. I mean, here we are talking like this, me into my phone at 2 a.m, but largely via text and voice note. And I will be honest with you, that is not my biggest strength. I love being with people and being in somebody's space and being face to face. And I feel like that's where I excel. And definitely fallen short at times in our text and voice note exchanges because there's so much to communicate and there's so much happening. And I'm just really looking forward to spending time together. And I think that's going to really go a long way for our chemistry, which I believe is there and has been there from the start. So I was so damn excited when you wanted to do this film. I felt it in the room when we met. And yeah, I think it does come from the both of us being so hardworking and having a vision and not settling. And I'm excited to have a creative partner in that with you. And it's just really exciting. There's so much more to say. There's so much I want to say.
But while Justin may have sounded polite, you can't help but wonder if that voicemail was his way of saying help, because behind every thank you was a guy trying to figure out how to keep his vision alive while navigating Blake's Hollywood power play.
And anyways, I have so much more to say. I'm going to stop rambling because Jesus Christ, it's been 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So me. I'm sorry. You probably have kids all over you and a baby on your boob and you're listening to me ramble at 2 a.m. I hope you're feeling better, and give Ryan my love. Thank you for sending me that. It means the world to me that you trust me with your feelings and your thoughts like that. And I can't wait to spend more time with you. Okay, I'm done. Cutting myself off. Good night.
By now, it's pretty clear that what went down on the set of It Ends With Us wasn't just creative collaboration. It was an all-out power struggle. On one side, you've got Justin Baldoni, the director and producer, trying to stay true to the story's emotional depth. And on the other, Blake Lively, with her larger-than-life Hollywood persona, rewriting the script as if she'd been handed the keys to the whole production. What's fascinating is that this tug-of-war wasn't just about artistic vision. It was about who held the reins. Justin wanted to honor the original story, while Blake wanted to make it bigger, bolder, and more marketable. And while both goals are valid, it's clear that their methods couldn't have been more different. It's like two chefs in the same kitchen, each with their own recipe, and only one dish can make it to the table. But as we all know, when power struggles like this brew behind the scenes, the fallout is inevitable. And in this case, the leaked voicemail was just the tip of the iceberg, because as the story unfolds, we learn that the drama doesn't stop with Blake. It's about to get even messier. Alright, so what happens when Hollywood royalty, leaked voicemails, and a $400 million countersuit collide? Absolute chaos. That's what. And while the dust hasn't even settled, the fallout has everyone from fans to legal experts scratching their heads and grabbing popcorn. Honestly, this whole situation feels less like a movie production and more like the extended director's cut of Celebrity Survivor Drama Edition. First, let's talk about Justin Baldoni. After all this, you have to wonder if he's rethinking every voicemail he's ever sent. Is he lying awake at night, staring at his phone, whispering, "Why didn't I just text?" Meanwhile, he's not just fighting for his creative vision anymore. He's fighting to save his reputation and possibly his bank account from going poof faster than opening weekend box office numbers for a flop. Then there's Blake Lively, who's been oddly quiet during all of this. But let's be real, quiet doesn't mean uninvolved. She's probably sitting at home with Ryan Reynolds, sipping on some $200 wine and strategizing her next move like she's playing 4D chess. Justin's suing for $400 million. That's cute. Should we bring Taylor to court as a witness just for fun? You can almost hear Ryan replying, "Only if Deadpool gets a cameo." And speaking of Taylor Swift, let's not forget the internet detectives who are now combing through her lyrics to see if she's secretly referenced this drama in one of her songs. Imagine a new track titled Voicemail Gate, Justin's version. Fans would eat it up, and honestly, it'd probably top the charts. The internet has, of course, turned this entire situation into meme gold. One tweet reads, "Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively, the real life It Ends With Us." Another says, "Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift just sitting there minding their own business, while their names get dragged into the chaos." And let's not forget the conspiracy theories, like the one where fans believe the voicemail leak was all a PR stunt to hype up the movie. If that's the case, bravo to whoever orchestrated this. You've officially out-Hollywooded Hollywood. But here's the thing, nobody knows how this will end. Will Justin and Blake settle their differences with a handshake and an apology? Unlikely. Will Ryan and Taylor ever address their alleged involvement? Even more unlikely. Or will this legal battle stretch on until it becomes its own Netflix docuseries? Honestly, sign us up for that. One thing's for sure, this scandal has given the phrase behind-the-scenes drama a whole new meaning. And while the movie might end with us, this saga feels like it's just getting started. So stay tuned, because in Hollywood, the only thing more entertaining than the movies is the drama off screen.